求，仅有旁人可以。提示所前往战场无穷，提示一地形仅有提示，上马马上就踢。地形直窄，尊贵的提示，你就是好奇很勇气提示，你做好。
BRY.
所有提示无穷，是一种美德，你有何尊贵好质量？尊贵的提示，上马。当然可以。渴望为你服务，提示你做好准备，为你服务，提示召开联名，所有提示就无穷，是你有何指令？尊贵的马上就踢，提示上马，提示一做，渴望为你服务，摧毁我们的按照命令，提示我们执法，提示我为您服务，是我的荣幸。尊贵的所有提示就是开火。
Go on, Jiggly. Press.
If any of you have requests
Enter.
for
And then
analysis,
press
let me know.
G.
There's a few of you in here right now. I think everything is working as it should.
Well played.
Looks like my mic is going good.
Good luck next time, turd.
Again, if you're in a position, if
game.
you want some extra
Well
thoughts on it
played.
from a technical point of view, let me know. I can do an analysis. I'll have to wait for some more people to hop on. Wonder what the delay's still pretty good. Let's see.
How much to unban Jiggle? Jiggly?
Yeah, about a 3-second delay.
Why are you calling him Jiggle?
Alright, there we go. Get some more people. So like I was saying, if you have a request, if you're in a position, if you want some extra thoughts on it, let me know. Ticker symbol, futures, whatever, and I can give some quick thoughts on it. Take a look at Tesla right now, just 5 minutes. Finally pulled back a little bit. So Tesla's always a popular one.
Best of 7 where
Got a bit
Jiggly
of a
peaks
bull
and
flag
bans for
forming.
himself and you. Bro, I think
So nice
we
move right
can
now.
do a
Well,
best of 7
depending on
where
your
Jiggly
perspective, if
peaks
you want
my
long up
civ,
here,
peaks
not a
my
nice move. But
landmarks,
if you're
and he
waiting for a
picks his own
pullback,
civs and
doing
he
that
picks
right
the
now,
maps,
Tesla, that
I'll
looks
still
good.
win.
Again, if you want to want me to take a look at one of yours, look at the NQ here. So this is the futures. Again, nice little, same general idea here.
Guys,
Nice bull flag
I
pattern on
tweeted
that
this
one.
today.
ES. All right, yeah. Let's take a look at the ES.
Go tell
effects
your
do you
friends,
believe,
tell your enemies
Department of Government
to try
Efficiency
out
will have
AoE4.
on the U.S. markets?
It was shit release.
I think
it is
ultimately
an
it will be a
amazing
good
state
thing.
now.
'Cause
I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, if the
Can
debt
I
and
tell
all
my
that stuff can
parents?
get
You can.
smaller
They're
debt
either
is
your friends or
ultimately
your
a good
enemies,
thing.
So,
Now the road
yeah.
to being a good thing can be a bit
that's the average
bumpy.
age of
But
sport, so that's perfect.
So near
Don't
term,
fit
yeah,
right
things
in.
could be a bit bumpy, but big picture wise,
StarCraft
lower
2,
debt is never
I actually
a bad
didn't know
thing.
this until like yesterday. I don't even know how
yes,
I
let's
found
take a look
out,
at
but
the
I'll
yes.
cover it in a little bit.
Pretty similar to what we were just looking at here. Do you have a specific time frame, ABK? So 5 minute.
Can I tell that to A2 cast? I don't know
Hard
about
not to like from the bull side of things.
that.
Nice little bull
StarCraft
flag
2,
pattern here.
like I said, is in a little bit of trouble.
So that's looking good. If you want to hop on.
From what I have seen. I'll do one more game.
So
and I'll
30
cover
minute,
it.
not a whole lot that we can really.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
but
tell
from that
Loco
on
to
the
try
fact
it
of it, it
again
just boomed.
yesterday when he posted about the desire of a new good
Looking at the
RTS.
4 hour time frame.
Well, okay, I'll be honest.
Now 4 hour is suggesting that potentially very realistic. Could this get up to 6120 today?
StarCraft 2 players,
I think so.
when they
That doesn't
say,
seem
I
without,
want a new
out of the realm of
RTS,
reason.
I just
But
want a new
6120
RTS that's good.
Is
There
definitely
is a new
going to be the
RTS
next
that's
key
good. It's called Age of Empires.
battleground to watch.
It's not new this year, but it's
Again, for those of you that are on, if you want
really
to
great, RTS
drop
that
me
came out,
something
right?
to take a look at.
But I think
I'm trying to figure out if this
StarCraft
was a
2
smart
players,
time
they
to go
don't want
live
the
or
new
not.
RTS. What
As
they
of right
want
now,
is
I don't
StarCraft
think this
2
was that
HD.
smart of a time. Yesterday,
Or they
I
want
did something
StarCraft
like
2
1 o'clock in the
expansion,
afternoon,
right?
and then I did
So
something at like
if you genuinely
around
want a new
4:30ish.
experience, if you genuinely
Right now,
want to play a new
I'm not quite-
RTS and give a
I'm
new
not quite
RTS a
sure.
chance,
This is my third live stream,
play AoE 4.
so I'm still figuring out when would be
You know
the
what I
best
mean?
time to try to do this. But I'll be honest, right now, 11 does not seem so good. Only have 17 people here, and of the 17, only 2 people have talked. So, which is okay. This is part of experimentation. I get it. Maybe this is really bad on my part because now people are going to lunch, and that's the last thing they want to do is listen to a live stream or care about a live stream. So that's totally possible. But as of now,
have you seen the replies to your
11.
tweet? Yeah, I
Yeah,
blocked
not
that fucking
seeming-
guy. Fucking
not
loser.
seeming
Like,
the
there was
best.
some
This may be-
guy,
this may be
some
relatively
turd from
short live
AoE
stream.
4.
For any of you that are on,
He's a
I will take a
Turkish
look
content
at
creator. And he was
position
like,
you're in or what have you.
oh, so now you like the
Glad to
game
take a look
because
at
you...
the
Oh,
features,
funny
but
how you like
that's
the
what I'm-
game now that
that's
you
what I
won
trade.
it. And I was like, when did I not like it? Like, what? What a stupid inbred take. So fuck that guy, fucking loser. Go play fucking
let's take a look at
Civ
Nvidia. I know that's
6
always
or
a
whatever the
popular
fuck
one.
you're
Let's head
playing.
down to the 5 minutes.
Sims.
Okay,
Dumbass.
Nvidia's looking very interesting based just on the fact that this was a former
Like,
area
that was the most
resistance right
random
here at
fucking thing. He's like, oh, now you
134.90,
like
and
the
basic
game
technical
because you won the
analysis when
tournament.
levels
It's like,
of
when did I ever
resistance are broken
say
and
that
closed above,
AoE
they
4 is a
can tend
bad
to
game?
act as support,
The
so
only
does the price
time
come
that I
down
can
here, bounce around
remember
and
that I
find some
was
support?
negative about the
That
game,
seems
literally
like
the
it could
only
be
time,
a valid
was
scenario here.
the patch they have released a few months
So,
ago.
Nvidia looking good on
And I
5
said the
minute.
only reason I was not happy because I thought it would take months to fix. Then they fixed it on next month.
Yeah,
and
again,
that's
that
it.
134.90
Right?
area looking pretty
That's the
interesting.
only time I was negative about the game. As if
Well,
you've
this
never
is
won
a-
the tournaments before.
I mean,
Well, that's
coming
why
down
this
here,
guy's
that's
a
almost wiping
fucking
away the
dumbass
entire body
inbred.
right
Because, like, his statement makes no sense.
So if you have a request, let me
like,
know.
What he is suggesting is
If you have a
that
ticker
I've never
symbol,
liked
future,
the game,
if you're
but
in the
now
futures,
that I won,
I'm going to take a look
now
at something.
I like it.
By all means, let me know in the chat box. I will.
It's just a
I will let
fucking
you know.
dumbass. And then, so I said, what are you yapping about? I've always liked the A4. He responds to me again,
let's
and
see
then I
what
go
other-
in his social media, and I find it's some fucking kid that looks like fucking 14. I was like, okay, I'm not
Alright,
gonna argue with a child,
let's
so
see.
just block him.
What other would be?
He's not
What was that
14.
one?
He just
A-Mod.
gives
A-Mod
the
was going
vibes.
kind of crazy today.
So I was like, I'm not even gonna
Guess
bother
what,
arguing
A-Mod.
with a fucking kid. What does he know? You know what I mean? Probably just learned how to wipe his ass last week.
Gotta think there's probably some sort of trend line like there that a lot of people
The duck,
have drawn.
my goat.
So could potentially get one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where price comes up here and then gets a really nice break. Is the chat maybe not updating? Or people just, people are just not...
You should organize a kind of fun tournament for
That's
StarCraft
weird.
2 players.
Yesterday,
I was thinking
all sorts of
about it,
people
but
were
I don't know
interacting.
how to do
Maybe
it.
it's
I was
just the
actually
time
thinking
of
about
day.
organizing a tournament for StarCraft
That
2
may be
pro
the
players
learning
playing
lesson here.
AoE 4.
For me. Again, for those of you that, if you're just getting logged on, if you'd like for me to take a look at a position, just let me know in the chat box, and I will do that. But A-Mod looking good. Very interesting if it can break that trend line again.
Okay, after this game, we'll talk about
I wonder some
StarCraft
of the other,
stuff, okay?
bigger ones today that we're moving. I guess I could.
People remember that you did GG 100 years ago? Bro, listen. True, actually, true.
So again,
Unironically true.
BBAI's got a pretty, I think, well-defined trend line. And I make the comment about well-defined because when something is well-defined, you got to think a lot of people are watching it. And when a lot of people are watching a single level and wondering the same things, you know, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, I know Grubby did
some
stuff
very,
with like OnlyFans and stuff, but
dynamic
it's a
movements.
bit of a different.
Oh, there we go. So
thing
John just
because
asked about
like,
BBAI. I think he asked a little slightly after I
organized
pulled
the
it up.
Warcraft
So
3, obviously because he
apparently read John's
loves
mind a little
Warcraft
bit,
3,
but yeah.
and you know,
BBAI,
AoE4, so we got
nice
that
mover,
going, right?
or not necessarily a nice mover, but a nice trend line here is forming. But certainly in a downtrend the past couple of days. But from the grand scheme of things,
so
I
they
would
were like,
argue
"Yo,
just
this would be a cool
still
event."
very much so in
And
an overall
Warcraft
uptrend. You know, even
World
if it
of
comes down,
Warcraft
this is why,
is the same shit, right?
in my
so
opinion,
it's like,
that 930
that's
mark
not,
is very
that's not
important.
really negative for them.
Staying above
you know
there
what I
at
mean?
least gives it this
But
higher base, which gives it a higher
I think
base
it would
compared
be
to where it
a
was
lot
over here.
harder to get
So,
StarCraft 2 players to play another RTS.
930, I don't want to say it's a do or die level, but definitely a very important level.
Because also, not every StarCraft 2 pro player or player is a streamer,
pink line
like
down there, the 200
streams full time, so it wouldn't be like,
right
ooh, this
now
is
at
content.
888.
You know, I can
If
get
that level
content
were to
out
fail,
of this, right?
then that would be.
So that's why it's a bit
rough.
different.
So again, let me know if you have a request, if you have a question, if you just want to shoot the breeze.
And then we'll ask what your
I
thermal
named this,
054.
late morning
No, but I
analysis
heard
and
he
chit
made
chat.
one.
So we
What
can
was
just
the
chit
video?
chat
What
too.
was the
That's
video
fine.
like?
But ideally, it's a chit chat while also talking through some analysis, future stocks. I'm assuming that's what most
Is the
people
camera at max
are caring
FPS?
about.
I mean, I didn't change anything, but I don't know if
futures
the
chart.
settings changed on it or something.
Hey Clay, what's wrong with the audio? Oh, is that the problem? Is something wrong with the audio? There's Nick. Does the audio not sound good? What is wrong on your end with the audio? Multiple voices? Oh. Did the voices stop? Are they over now? Oh, maybe that's what was kind of screwing everybody up. Maybe that's why people weren't participating, because it sounded like cartoons. Oh, look at that. The chat box just came to life. Thank you, Nick, for pointing that out. Yes, that would make sense then. I forgot to pause something else. That it was not cartoons, but... Oh, okay. No wonder why people... I was like, what is going on? Yesterday, people were participating, and... I mean, it seemed like, okay. And then this was just nothingness. Nobody... But that makes more sense if people were confused. So thank you, Nick. And I remember you from yesterday. Did you ever sign up, Nick? Have you used Apex trading platform? I have not. No. A lot of members of the community use Apex. I have not used Apex for futures. I'm not opposed to them. There's actually two people or two prop firms that I do recommend. Apex is one of them. I don't use them. I use Take Profit Trader. So no, I haven't used them. But that's nothing against them. I just have not yet. Jim Saris, yeah, same hoodie as yesterday. I'm trying to keep. Well, the thing is you have to remember is when you're a trader, you just work from home. Like, let's be real. It's not like I'm breaking a sweat. So you can wear clothes multiple. This is my argument. You can wear clothes multiple days in a row. You save laundry. You save water. You know, the heat bill stays down because you don't have to heat the water to wash the clothes. See, I'll push the limits. Like if I can wear this all week, I'll wear it all week. I don't care. Because I'm not breaking a sweat. It's not getting that messy. No, it's a good question. It's a fair call out. Yeah, so again, if anybody has a request for a ticker or any position you're in, let me know and I'll do an analysis on it. I was going to be wrapping this up, I thought, relatively quickly because nobody was talking. But then Nick pointed out something about multiple voices going on, which I can understand was throwing people off. So, but yes, so let's see. While I stall, if nobody else wants to give, I can look at some of the other more popular ones out there. Let's see. Oh, SMCI. A lot of people seem to be somewhat still caring about that one. So SMCI currently doing battle with that trend line, but yeah, a tricky trend line for sure. I can't really say any of that has been a clean break. So I can see breakout traders kind of getting chopped up right there. Although if they bought the breakout and had their stop, down below the 200 period moving average, they'd still be in, but probably getting very frustrated because this has not really been. In fact, there's almost like a secondary trend line that's formed in here now. Right there. But yeah, this overarching trend line has certainly just been very, very annoying for sure. Thoughts on this Tesla pullback? I started off on Tesla. Let's go back to it, though. Yeah, I think it's fine. if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you have, I think, a little bit more of a historic area right there around 350.70. You have resistance, and when resistances are broken, you want them to act as support, which is exactly what happened there. So does that mean that guaranteed for sure 350.70 is going to act as support at that point? No, there are no guarantees, but I think there's some good solid logic of that potentially being a bounce area. Or if you want to be extra conservative, then you could see if the price wants to pull back to that 50 period moving average. It has already been respected once. But what you're risking there is just the opportunity cost, meaning you never get the opportunity because it never goes down there and it curls back upwards. Same with this level right here. To be fair, maybe right now where all these lows are, maybe this is the buy. But like I said, this is kind of a relative, not totally random because you have that low right there. So it's kind of bouncing off that area right there. But yeah, as far as a pullback, I don't see anything right now to make me think that Tesla's going to be a full-blown reversal. Now, if it starts to crash down through these secondary areas, change that to green to represent support. If it starts to change down or blow down through those, then yeah, that's a little different. Need to do the white collar work from home attire. Button down with blazer and comfy shorts. There you go. There you go. Can you please repeat upside for BBAI? I'm not quite sure what you mean by the upside. But the key dynamic right now on this one is definitely going to be that trend line right there. I am skeptical of any upwards moves until the upwards moves can break up through that level. Granted, we're on the 5-minute here. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, if it can break through the trend line here, then I could see it realistically, especially if it's a high volume break, I could see it heading back up to that area there right around 990-ish. That resistance line right there. Again, if you'd like for me to take a look at something, let me know. So what I'm thinking, moist cookie, yeah, live. Yesterday I was putzing around with it, and I thought I'm still experimenting right now, trying to figure out a good time to do it. Right now it seems as though 11 a.m. is not a good time, because this has been by far the lowest amount of people and the lowest amount of interaction. Because yesterday I think I was like 1 o'clock, and then I came back at like 4:30, something like that, 5. And that was 4:35 actually, where there was like 300 people here at one point. Nick is dodging my question. I have asked him, has he joined? And he just ignored that and then is throwing a ticker symbol at me. So I'll take that as a no. Even though he said yesterday, I thought he said he was, but I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing the Nicks. But he asked for AUR. AUR 5 minutes looking good. Got the nice breakout. Let's hop to the 30-minute. 30-minute, you can't tell a whole lot from it other than it's just going straight up. I mean, so obviously a very good day here. If you're looking to play a pullback, then that area right there around 790, I could see being an interesting pullback point. But yeah, in more the nearer term, 5-minute, you have a very, very miniature bull pennant forming right here. A little scary because, I mean, this thing is up a massive amount already. But also, to be fair, I mean, at this price range, these types of stocks, maybe this thing's getting ready to head up over $10 into double digits, so maybe it's not that far extended. But when you think about the fact that at one point it was down here this morning, now it's all the way up there. I mean, is this really going to get more of a breakout? Yeah, I mean, it could. Here's, a nice little bull pennant there that did get more of a breakout. But yeah, as of right now, bull pennant looks good. Any other request? Oh, as long as it's 19. All right, now I'll aim to go about 30 minutes here. Call it good. I think my experiment is concluding. 11 a.m., not a great start time. Anybody else have any requests? Let's see. Hood. A lot of people. Oh, okay. I like this one. I like this just for the tread line. Got to think everybody and their brother's uncle is drawing that tread line. So can very realistically get a self-fulfilling prophecy there. Or if the price comes up there and breaks up through there. Enough people watching that same trend line, does that generate upwards buying pressure? Seems plausible. And then got a nice little lower trend line right there. So if you're someone that likes to play more so pullbacks and bounces, does it come down here and then get a bounce? Maybe. Hey, but yeah, hood's not bad. BN. Oh, brother. So Nick's... Okay, Nick, this is the logic you're using. I want to learn how to become a brain surgeon, but before I do a brain surgeon, I'm going to go perform brain surgery on somebody so that person can pay me money so then I can afford the tuition to go to medical school to learn to become a brain surgeon. That's the current logic being used. Be careful with that logic. I've seen it time and time again. It doesn't work because it doesn't actually make any sense. Flip it around. If somebody came up to you and was like, hey, can I perform brain surgery on you so that your payment will fund me going to medical school to learn how to do brain surgery? Would you pay that person to do brain surgery on you? BN. What's up with all these... I mean, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but nice trend lines here. A lot of these nice breakout trend lines on some of these. So pullback here. In fact, I would call this more of a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. Yeah, so nice falling wedge here. So like the, I don't know, what do we just look at? Did we just look at hood? I think so. But like that. Got a couple choices. If you like to play pullbacks and bounces, maybe you get a bounce off the lower part of the trend line there. If you like to play breakouts, pretty close to potentially maybe getting a breakout of that resistance line right there. So you could call this a falling wedge, or if you just wanted to include the gap up as part of the pattern, you could call this, there, let me put the golf hole down there for you, the golfers out there. You could call this a bull pennant pattern. So that's the 5 minute. I don't think the 30 minute will reveal too much. Okay, 30 minute is actually telling us, interesting level of another potential pullback area. We have that 200 period right there. 59.90 as support area. So that could be an interesting level. Moist Cookie. Nailed a 30-point trade. I'm donezo today. Got to shovel a ton of snow. Well, take that 30-point trade and go buy a snowblower. Then you don't have to cry about it. Or just look on the bright side. You're about to get good exercise. Don't cry about getting good exercise. You should be happy that you're about to get good exercise. All right, if you have a request, like I said, oh, that's something else. MBRX, that one got halted earlier on the day. Where's that one at? Oh, nice. Oh, man, this thing's been over. Yeah, I alerted this one in our chat room. When did I alert this? I think it was one around $1. I don't want to... no, I'm curious. When did I alert that? MBRX... at 9:57. Where is 9:57? Yeah, right around here. Yes, right there, that halt. That's where I alerted it to the chat room, so nice. Hopefully some members took that. But just back to where it is right now. Actually pretty messy chart just because of all the halts, and you have all these gaps and goofiness. So this one, I don't know if this is the 30 minutes, probably the best. If you're looking for a bigger pullback, 200 period moving average might make the most sense there. I have a snowblower, but it's kind of wonky right now. Well, then, good thing you're about to get a great workout for those biceps. Yeah, it has. Yeah, exactly. So when I first alerted, that was the first before many halts to come. Yeah, definitely. Coin. Let's start on the 5 minute. So, all right, well, in the 5 minute, nice little pullback here. Having a resistance line right there. So for you day traders out there, that's something that you could potentially build a trade plan around. For you pullback day traders, I could see right around there, 287.25, making sense. Taking a step out now, looking at the 30-minute. Yeah, what is this level right here? Let's get this in play. Again, just changing these, but this area right here. Yeah, what is that? 285.50 could be very interesting. Going through the history of things, you can see this was a resistance, was a resistance, was a resistance, and then just basic technical analysis. When levels of resistance are broken, they could potentially tend to act as support. So 285.50 could be an interesting level. Where are we at time-wise? All right, I'll go another 5 minutes unless people start making more requests. But as of right now, pretty quiet. TIVC, that was a pretty popular one yesterday. What's that one up to today? Wow, big move. So mapped out that level yesterday as resistance. Not only did it retest those highs, came up all the way through there. Bigger pullback here, so people that chased probably not feeling so good. Yeah, moving into the afternoon session, I'd say that area right there. Good area to keep an eye on for potentially a push to the upside. Again, for people here, if you're in a position and you'd like thoughts on it, just let me know. I can give you thoughts. We have about less than 4 minutes. So speak now or forever hold your peace if you'd like something looked over. When? Okay. Is that Wendy's? Yep. Oh, nice recovery from, I'm guessing earnings maybe. Gap down, came down here, found some support, and then has been cruising up very nicely ever since. Not the most volume of stocks, so let's go to the 30-minute. Okay, so 5 minute right now, it's gotten above these moving averages, but 30 minutes right now, this is going to be, I think, let's double check, yeah. So right now, big battleground here on the 30-minute for Wendy's, all about that 50-period moving average right there, purple line. Pretty strong downward slope to it. You can see right there, it bounced above it, but I mean, this was after a pretty big move to the upside, which, you know, is essentially the price getting overextended in and of itself. So it makes good sense that the price, that was a pretty short-lived move above there, back down below it. But right now, yeah, that's the main question. Headed into the afternoon session, is the price going to actually be able to push up through there, or is this thing going to just roll back over in direction of the current trend? But it's in a good position right now. Very impressive recovery off those lows. But yeah, that's the main question in my mind. Can it get through that 50-period moving average? If it can, then there's definitely some space for this thing to move some more, as really next key overarching level of resistance not until up around that area. So I'm not to say that if it breaks through the purple line, it's going straight up to there, but it's definitely got some room to breathe if it can get through that purple line. So overall, very, very nasty start, great recovery. But like I said, going into that afternoon session, more of the question is, will the recovery, can it continue moving forward? Any other requests? We got about a minute and a half, unless all of a sudden a bunch of people show up and we start to get more talking. But as of right now, it seems as though the 11 a.m., at least on a Thursday, is not so good. Not so good compared to the other ones. No offense to those of you that are here. Just not the most. And maybe this very well could, but people are probably going to lunch right now, maybe, stuff like that, so I don't know. Can you do RGTI? I can. All right, so right away on the 30-minute, so I'm going to turn this into a quick quiz question. Okay, Brian, do you see any area, and I'm open to anybody, but do you see any area that seems as though to kind of be a problem right now? Again, does anybody see any areas right now that seem to be kind of an annoyance? We'll turn this into a real-time quiz question here. Boil in a little education here. Let's check on people's chart vision. I submit to you that there's an area here that's kind of been pretty annoying to the bulls. I don't want to reveal anything yet until see if anybody else wants to answer. But real-time quiz questions are good. We can do some learning here too. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow and then there's nobody here to do these analysis. So can you think for yourself? Yeah, that good. Good moist cookie, good. Brian. Kind of Georges. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry. But yeah, that purple line right there, 50 period moving average. Look at that. Rejected, rejected, rejected. So yes, from where it was at the lows back yesterday on Wednesday, impressive recovery. But now we have that purple line there, which is being quite annoying. So that doesn't mean it can be broken, but I'm currently skeptical of this upwards move right now because the price is still below that line. So it's still struggling with it in terms of areas of support. That area right there at 1155, very, very important. If the price, and you know a bunch of shorts are watching this area. My guess is you probably have quite a few longs with stops right here, right? The longs that are trying to catch this breakout. They're like, all right, I want to try to play this breakout. So you know that some longs bought right there. You know some longs for sure bought right there because the people that want confirmation, meaning they want to at least see a break, well, they got a break right there. Problem is that break didn't last. So people that were buying, whether anticipating that level or waiting for a break of that level, you know that people bought both there and there. So you got to think, okay, well, where is their stop loss probably at? And probably down below this little, reversal point right there. So from that angle, if we know that there's a bunch of long stop losses down there, you got to think the shorts are thinking, well, if it comes down there and breaks, that's going to set off those stop losses and create that much more pressure to the downside. So that's just a long explanation of why if that 1155-ish area does not hold up, that it could very well open up a can of momentum to the downside because you're going to have shorts entering in, but you're also going to have longs getting out. And depending on how new you are, in order to enter a position from a short side, you have to sell. So you're going to have shorts entering selling, and you're going to have longs exiting by selling, which can create a whole lot of downwards pressure. So yeah, 1150 going to be a very, very important level right there. And I think, like I said, I think a lot of long stops are probably sitting right down at that area. So we'll see what happens with it. You better not go anywhere near a bus then. I will try. Anytime I see a bus, I will run the other way. All right, well, that's all I have. So thank you for everybody's time. I would say don't expect me back at 11 a.m. anytime soon. Maybe I can try this time again. But I'm going to keep on experimenting. And maybe tomorrow, try like 1 o'clock in the afternoon again, see if there's any more luck there. But I appreciate everybody's time. If you want to learn more, just go to claytrader.com. And would love to have you offer a private community, offer all sorts of stuff at the site. I have the YouTube channel with all sorts of free videos on it. So, but if anything, if you have any questions or what have you, let me. There is my personal email. So yeah, like I said, any questions or anything like that, by all means, feel free to reach out to me. Would be happy to, provide any clarity on what's offered or anything like that at the site. Or just whatever you may have. So I will do some live streaming again. Like I said, I don't expect me back at 11 a.m. Eastern anytime soon. But yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. And until the next one, everybody take care and make sure to manage that risk.